Hey everyone, it's Final Round and my name is Jordan and we are on to game threes for round two of the WNBA playoffs. If you have not seen, I had a lot of people ask for a college football video, so I did some digging. I spent a lot of time finding plays, and I did put a college video up as a thumbnail here on the screen if you'd like to check that one out. But for WNBA, we have two games. The teams are going on the road to the lower seeds home, so things may change up a little bit. Las Vegas is going to be in a do or die game. Connecticut and Minnesota are tied 1-1, so it's going to be kind of that pivotal game to switch things up. But we have a lot to get to. Probably should be taking it lightly, but we don't have much WNBA left, so I got 5 different picks for you. So let's jump right into it. You'll see images that come up on the screen about right there where the Pokemon picture is. That's from a data app called Outlier. There's a link in the description that'll take you there and give you a 7-day free trial to check it out. So this first pick is going to be from the Lynx and the Sun game. So the Sun going to Connecticut. We already played Minnesota twice. I like DeWanna Bonner of the Sun to go over 1.5 3-pointers made at -120. She didn't really do that well shooting 3-pointers throughout the season, but since the playoffs have started, her volume has shot up. And just watching the games, she'll sometimes just catch the ball there and she'll have someone in her face and she'll just throw up a 3-pointer. So in the playoffs, she's averaging 6 3-point attempts a game. And in this series, 7.5 3-point attempts a game. So you can imagine she shot 7 and she shot 8. She's gone over in both times in this series. And it's an interesting matchup versus Minnesota. I don't know if she doesn't like to take it to the rim against them or what it is, but she has made 2 or more 3-pointers in 10 of the last 12 games against Minnesota. So very good hit rate here. Playing at home in that pivotal game, I can see her taking, the same 7 to 8 3-point attempts here, and we just need her to knock down a couple of them, which isn't that great of a percentage, but still, this line is pretty low for her volume and output, and that's what we're going for, is that volume. So this next pick, I'm gonna stick with the Sun. I've been taking her every single game. I'm gonna take Alyssa Thomas. I would like her points plus assists, but it's been bumped up to 23.5. It's been going up and down. When I look at the tracker on Outlier, it shows you line movement. If you can find it at 22.5 when it goes back down, then I like it there. And that's if you're on a prop app and you're getting a fixed payout. If you want to go for plus 100, 23.5, I don't think is bad. But I do like her for over 14.5 points at -112. She's gone over in the first 2 games in this series. She hasn't really scored well much this entire season. But when it comes to the playoffs and playing against Minnesota, she just has a mismatch against them. And especially with Breanna Jones, who is a big body, being injured and not playing much, that opens up the lane for her. And she's been getting just easy layups driving to the basket because she's also another big body. When she drives to the basket, she's kind of just like a freight train, and she just gets those layups pretty easily. And the thing with Alyssa Thomas is you can't put extra attention on her because she is such a great passer. That's why I don't mind the points plus assist if you want to go for that plus 100. Because if they do decide to bring a double team and she just becomes a problem scoring, she's going to find the open shooter. She's just that good of a passer. So for points against Minnesota this season, she's gone over in 4 out of 5 games. And then last season, she went over in every single game she played against Minnesota with 15 plus points. So very high hit rate here for her. So that's 14.5 points. 22.5 points plus assist if you can get that on a prop app, or if you just want a single bet for plus 100, I don't mind the 23.5 adding the assist on there because she can have some big assist games. So moving over to the Lynx, I have a play here, and this is going to be an under. So Lynx, they just played 2 games in Minnesota. Now they're going to Connecticut. They're going to be on the road. I'm going with Kayla McBride under 17.5 points plus assist at -130. She's gone under in 70% of her last 20 games and 67% of all road games on the year. So 2 out of 3 games that she plays, she goes under this line. Connecticut's one of the best teams defensively. So is Minnesota. These games have been really tough fought. So there's been a lot of rebounds to go around, but not many assists to go around, not much scoring to go around. It's going to be interesting with Minnesota and Nafisa Collier. Collier was the leading assister, the assist leader for Minnesota last game with just 5 assists. They really brought a lot of double teams, brought a lot of pressure to her, and she found her teammates. That's how I was guessing that they were going to play her, and it worked out, and we hit the assist prop last game. Her assist prop is back up, and it's near, it's at 3.5 and plus 100. You could go with that, but the rest of the team for Minnesota shot very well, and they won that game. So Minnesota won because the rest of the team shot well. So I don't know if Connecticut's going to make an adjustment to, kind of stick on the shooters a little bit more and try to go one-on-one more with Nafisa Collier. But even with Nafisa getting that attention, Kayla McBride shot well. She just didn't go over this line. She's just not getting the volume. The volume is being spread out amongst her teammates, and Nafisa is taking a lot of shots herself. I do think Nafisa is going to have a breakout game. At some point, her line is at 19.5. You could go with it if you feel like this is going to be the game. But data-driven wise, I can't take that over on the 19.5. That would just be like a gut feeling call. But with Kayla McBride and going under this so many times, and against the Sun, she has gone under this in every single game this season against them. So if she just happens to have a breakout game, then it is what it is. But for the under 17.5 points plus assists, she's not much of a passer to begin with. She is a good scorer, but the pressure is going to be on her consistently from Connecticut. So do like her to continue to go under here, 17.5 points plus assist. So if you guys could, please like the video. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? Could you just put the number 3, just press 3, press enter, and that helps get this video out there for more people to see. Thank you to anyone who does that. And also, if you want to get away from Prizepicks and try out a different app, check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, and ChalkBoard. Use promo code FINAROUND11 on any of these. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. There are links in the description that I'll take you straight there with the promo code. Thank you to anyone who uses those. So jumping over to the Liberty and the Aces game, this was a rematch of the finals. It is a rematch of the finals. Liberty are up 2-0. The Aces, they cannot lose this game or they will go home or stay home. They'll drive their house and they will not play basketball until next season. So I like them to play tough. And I'm going with Breanna Stewart under 24.5 points plus assist at -120. She's gone under in 3 out of 4 playoff games this season. And against the Aces this year, she has gone under in 4 out of 5 games. The one time she went over was the very first game of this series, game 1. She just kind of came out hot. Then in the second game, she kind of cooled off a little bit. The games in Las Vegas, for the past 2 seasons, she has gone under 100% of the time. She has never got more than 25 plus points plus assist in Las Vegas. So I do like her for the under at -120. And that'll lead me over to one of my Aces plays. So I started out with Chelsea Gray. She had an awful game, and then I stayed away from her. She had an amazing game, and I went with Kelsey Plum, who had an amazing game in game 1, and then she had an awful game in game 2. So I'm not going to try to chase those players. I'm not even going to go with points. I think there's going to be a lot of great defense played here, a lot of missed shots, which is going to lead to a lot of rebounds. Yes, of course, A lot of people are going to go with the narrative that Asia Wilson is not going to, go down in a sweep, and she's going to score a ton. And I'm perfectly fine with that. That narrative, you can go with it. But a line that I found interesting was Jackie Young over 3.5 rebounds at -120. Her rebounding has really picked up since the playoffs started. You'll see it here on the screen with her last 10, going over in 3 out of 4 games in the playoffs. And then things got more interesting when I filtered on Outlier to just home games. She has gone over this line in 80% of home games this season. 16 out of 20 home games this season, she has got 4 or more rebounds. And I don't know what it is with just playing at home. Maybe it is them playing better defense, forcing more misses, and she just picks up the intensity on getting the rebounds. But this play really looks good with her in Las Vegas versus New York. In Las Vegas over the past 2 seasons, gone over in 5 out of 7 games. So the hit rate on this just looks really good. And I'm not going to say Kelsey Plum for points. I'm not going to say Chelsea Gray for points or assists. I like Jackie Young here for 3.5 rebounds. She has been scoring well. I was going to go with her points plus rebounds, but she's probably going to have an awful day scoring if I say that. So Jackie Young over 3.5 rebounds at -120. So if you guys would like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there. There'll be discussion about NFL, about college football, about WNBA, about playoff baseball, go Guardians. It's free. You can just jump on in there and bring your research along with others and try to find the best plays possible. And as far as the recap goes, I had Nafisa Collier over 2.5 assists. She ended up with 5. I thought that line would get bumped up, and it actually did not get bumped up as I watched it throughout the day. Kelsey Plum over 17.5 points. That was based off her playing 35 plus minutes. She ended up playing around 25 minutes. She got in foul trouble. She couldn't get things going. She looked awful. Not taking her again. She watched her play well. I had Jonquel Jones under 1.5 3-pointers made. I thought this would be a sweat because she would knock one down early and then you just sweat it out the rest of the time. But she missed one early and then she made one really late. She only took 2. And now that play for under 1.5 3-pointers made is at like -160 or -170 for this game 3. And then I had Alyssa Thomas over 8.5 assists at -140, and she did not go over that. Like I said, she's been scoring very well with Brianna Jones not playing much. The lane has really opened up for her. So it's 2 for 2 on that, giving 5 picks on this. Not going light. Let's have a good day. Hopefully everyone goes green. So going to get this out to you. I know it's pretty late. God bless you. It's final round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.